I'm Eric,
And I'm Lisa.
and we are the DIY couple.
101. Our vision for this kitchen was to open it up, update it, and do it within our budget.
Yeah, we felt the island was just too small. You couldn't sit at it, and the kitchen was probably too small to have an island. And we also looked at the pantry closet next to the refrigerator. It was chewing up a whole lot of space, and you said it wasn't really built in.
No, I wanted a more built in look, custom, but within a budget.
And then we wanted to open the wall behind the stove because on the other side of that wall is the family room, and
We,
this really cut it up.
right, if you remember, we even threw out the idea of having a bar on that side to sit up to, but we decided against that and just opening it up to give a more pass through look.
Right, right. And we were going to leave the stove and the sink where it was. Sink was under a window, perfect spot in the kitchen. And the stove, for sure, it was gas, so we couldn't move a gas line. But the
Well,
refrigerator, we could.
we wanted to stay within a budget, so we really wanted to keep major things where they were.
Right. And then we were redoing the flooring in the entire house. We're going to have new hardwood floors underneath the entire project. So let's talk about demolition for a little bit. Please wear safety glasses. It takes a second for something to fall and injure you. And I prefer to use a screw gun to disassemble things instead of a sledgehammer. How many times have we seen the shows on TV where they're just whacking away at things with sledgehammers? And I can't help but imagine they are doing more damage to the walls, the floor, possibly the ceiling, maybe the fixture connections. Just seems like a terrible way to do demolition. Um, it's exciting for TV. In real life, take your time. Everything comes apart the way it was put together, and you can control the dust and the debris, and you're going to have a nice environment to work in once everything's done. So, the design that you came up with, what was the thinking behind that?
Well, my inspiration for the design was I knew I wanted shaker style cabinets, I wanted subway tile, and I wanted a light quartz countertop that looked like marble. So we'd used a quartz with a vein going through it.
So we decided to use RTA cabinets, which stands for Ready to Assemble. So you can save some money if you're willing to assemble the cabinets yourselves. They're basically wooden boxes with a nice finished door. We used the rtastore.com. They had online design tools. They sent us some sample doors and colors for us to look at. And once we did the project, they had a project designer check everything. And there are things that you might not notice when hanging kitchen cabinets or doing a layout that you're going to need. And it's things like spacers, cabinets next to a refrigerator, cabinets next to a wall or a door opening. You might need a spacer between the cabinets so the doors can open. And that's something a novice, DIY person might not catch. But the designer caught it and made sure that our package included some spacers. They shipped everything to our house, came on a big pallet. They dropped it off in our garage, and it had all the instructions, all the clips. We didn't need to use a nail gun. It came with clips that you use to kind of screw everything together. And it worked out great. It was a lot of cabinets, was a lot of work, but we feel like we saved a lot of money being able to design everything using their tools on their website and getting exactly what we wanted. So how did it come out? Better than our wildest dreams. We did use a local countertop company to do the quartz. They came in, they measured, and they delivered and installed it. We bought Gen Air appliances, and we had a plumbing company hook up our gas stove. And I moved the refrigerator water line to the new location since we moved the refrigerator. Luckily, I had access in my basement to do this. So what were our costs? This was done in 2018, and the cabinets ran right around 7,000. The appliances ran right around 7,000, and our quartz countertops ran around 7,000. So for a total of right around 21,000 for doing this DIY, I would imagine this kitchen would be 30 to 50 grand with a professional kitchen contractor coming in. So let us know what you think in the comments and feel free to ask any questions.